Hello guys, I promised you to make a second video, and actually today is a little bit complicated for me because I'm in a bad mood. Yeah, I'm in a bad mood. I'm having mood now, and a long time ago, not that much long, but still, some time ago I was thinking like I wish I had any kind of mood, like whatever, whether I'm gonna be angry or sad or something, just something, because I can't even cry over anything. And yeah, now now I can cry and it hurts a lot. Yeah, but I can't say I'm really enjoying, but sometimes when I really feel bad, and then I remember how it is when you can't feel anything really, then I'm just pushing myself to feel, like, to appreciate that I can feel that I can feel the pain, so it's okay. I mean, like, at least I'm alive, and yeah, whatever it is, whether it's good, bad, it's just an experience, and there is no good experience without bad experience, so it is how it is. Anyway, you was asking me about tips. So because my day is really bad today, I mean, like, second part of it, so yeah, I might probably not remember everything, but I will tell you the things which just come to my mind straight away. Uh, Absolutely, and what's very important, and what was very important for me, because some people say that it's okay and it just helps a lot, but it didn't help me, at least, for sure. So that was alcohol and cigarettes, because I was escaping doing this stuff for a long time, and I'm actually a heavy smoker for years. And yeah, I was trying to smoke, and I think I ended up with smoking like around 2 packs a day, just because I thought it just helps me to cope with the stress and anxiety. It didn't. It just made me feel worse and worse. Same with an alcohol, because in the beginning it felt like, I'm just feeling drunk, and this feeling was like a feeling of relief after this horrible condition. So it was like a break. But at the same time, the aftershock was like next day. And I didn't have to be like drunk, like very drunk, to feel so bad. So yeah, it was just, I had much more anxiety. I was much more disconnected from reality. I was more numb, more, how do you say it in English, anhedonic or whatever it is, like very, very terrible depression, when you actually just like walking dead at all, just dead. So yeah, and especially when you had like a hangover, it took me a few days to come back to so-so state, which is actually not so-so, it was really bad, but still better than after alcohol. So you don't need this, trust me, you don't need this, because it's just one evening of you feeling a little bit relieved, but then it's a few days of feeling so bad, and actually you're just going backwards. You're not moving forward, because you do not give yourself a chance to recover. So as for me personally, because I'm not making a propaganda of healthy lifestyle, because I do live like that, but I think it's up to you whether you want to take drugs or whatever you want to do. It's up to you. If you're happy taking drugs and you want to die, then why not? It's your life. So yeah, that's about me, and I gave up drinking and smoking completely, and I can say that my condition started to fade quite fast after that. I mean, like, not only because of that, obviously, but I was going backwards all the time when I was taking alcohol and was smoking. And I can say also a thing, that when I started to drink to escape the reality, it nearly brought me to the point when I became alcoholic, because I was looking for an alcohol every day. Every day I was waiting for it, like for a drug. So it's not good, not good at all. So you have to, if you really want to try whatever you can, because you don't know, many different things work for someone else, and it might work for me, but maybe won't work for you, I don't know. But if you're trying to get out of this DP state, right, you have to try everything, whatever you can. So that's my very big advice. So take it into consideration, please. um, Yes, that's regarding alcohol, cigarettes, and sorry about that, bad habits. Then you have to reduce caffeine if you do have problems with anxiety. Some people say that they have DP not because of the anxiety, but they do not have anxiety at all. But I don't know. I'm speaking about myself, right? And I had terrible anxiety, never-ending fear of anything. So for me, that really helped. So you have to reduce everything what brings you, what actually raising up your pulse apart from sport. But still, to be honest, when I was doing some sports at that time, I think it was giving me an extra anxiety. And even now, when I'm doing very heavy stuff, and yeah, there are moments when actually I feel very dizzy and yeah, it's like I can feel that there is some feelings of anxiety which still lingers a little bit, but it's fine, you know. Now I know what is that and I can cope with it. So, and it's mostly when I'm doing very heavy weights. So next point is caffeine. Just take it away, stop it. I mean, like, you can have 1 cup of coffee a day or 1 green tea, but try to reduce it as much as possible. It will be like the whole package. If you will do a few things in a row, like as a pack of treatment, it might help. So regarding sport, I mean, I'm not sure that it really helped me, but it's good in a point like when you, at least you occupy yourself. If you do not have job, you cannot handle job. Mostly, of course, people cannot do that because they can have terrible fear and so on. So yeah, they're mostly staying at home feeling miserable and so on. So yeah, just try doing sports, maybe moderate. But yeah, I didn't do any heavy stuff. I was just doing some cardio. So yeah, don't be scared about your pulse when you're doing cardio, because my pulse was very high, which is actually absolutely normal when you have an anxiety. So you're not gonna die, nothing is going to happen to you and your heart as well. So yeah, just keep up doing your job, and that's it. So the reason why, apart from being occupied, why you have to do that is just because obviously many of you, I hope many of you know that it gives you extra serotonin and endorphins in your head, right, in your brain. So it makes you less depressed, supposed to make you less depressed, or just pushing your brain to produce this hormones, so hormones of happiness. So I would do that in addition for sure. That's third point. Then you was asking me about treatment, medical treatment. Yes, that's a different topic. I would probably make a separate video about that. I didn't take any medication for half a year in the beginning because I thought I could cope myself. I could try to cope myself. It didn't work out because I had terrible anxiety, never-ending panic attacks. So yeah, I couldn't. I was trying my best, but actually it just brought me to the lowest point of my condition. So yeah. No, yeah, if you have an opportunity to try any medication when you start to have this condition, recommend, I would recommend, obviously I'm not a doctor, but I would recommend to try, because at least you can stop this condition from developing, like, you know, more and more and more when you just getting worse and worse and worse, because in the beginning you seriously can't cope with it. You just need experience, time and everything. So I would recommend, but I've heard that it doesn't work for many people as well. So medication is another point which helped me to fight anxiety, but then yeah, it helped me with many things. I will make a separate video, but still it didn't take me out of this condition anyway. So, but it played a big role. It did. But it's only if you seriously feel the anxiety thing. So that's what I think. What else? Obviously, and for sure, you have to engage yourself with like conversations, spending time with people. I know you don't want it. I know you don't care, and many other things. But you have to make it against your terrible feeling of like I'm going to lay down into nothing. Unfortunately, you have to do that. Yes, you have to do everything against your will. So it's like robot, right? But you have to. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't call it a distraction, but in some way it's definitely like that. But I was constantly thinking about DP even when I was talking to people. Still, it's supposed to be like that. And yeah, try to remember. I mean, like, you're forgetting everything when you're in this state. Like, you know, you sometimes you see your own relatives and you're so surprised. Like, you know, I remember I was looking at my mom and I was thinking, did I really have this childhood, or I just made it up in my head? Because it seems like that was an illusion and the whole life was an illusion. So I don't know what to do. Should I just go and kill myself because I confused? I have no idea what is going on. Yeah. And yeah, talk to people, spend time as much busy as you can. Or otherwise, what also helps, if you feel really bad and you feel like you're going mad and you, like, you know, you can't handle it anymore, try to sleep. Or if you can't sleep, just, you know, lie down, close your eyes. Or if you cannot lie down because you're too anxious, just walk. Just go for a walk, for a long walk. I was doing very long walks. I can't say it did help me, but I couldn't do anything apart from it for a while before medication. There are a few other things which I want to mention, but I don't think I have enough time for this video because I can only upload a video for like 15 minutes and I have to make a separate one. But that's crucial things to me, and they've been... you're not gonna hear anything extraordinary in a way like I will give you a magic pill, no. Or I will open up a real secret. But once, what happened to me, once I've texted on a forum where one girl found me, and she was an ex-sufferer herself, very beautiful girl. And she found me and she started to, like, let's say coaching, a little bit of coaching, you know, in this kind of condition. And that was her own experience. And she was saying very important things to me, which you have not to hear with your ears, not to translate or to understand. You have to feel it with every cell of your body, of your brain, of your mind, of whatever. And look at these words from a different angle all the time until you will find your own code for what I'm saying. Which is supposed to sound very easy, like you knew it. But at the same time it's not. You have to think about it for a while and seriously feel it. The most important thing, sorry, so many messages. The most important thing is to believe. But not only to believe like, yeah, I will recover, you know, I want to believe. No, it's not going to work. You have to say yourself like that. From now on, I'm going to recover. I don't give a shit. I'm going to recover. I feel really bad, but tomorrow is another day. It's going to be better. And don't go backwards. No, not even for one day. You just, next day you're waking up, you feel bad, and you're saying, no, I will feel better. Or sometimes when you have like very tiny moments of a relief or some kind of like, oh, maybe something changed. Maybe I see better when I have DR, or maybe I just less anxious. Just grab it. Just think, oh my God, yeah, I feel better. It's getting better. You know, you have to help yourself to be excited about it. And like support this feeling of excitement, of hope, of feeling like it's getting better. You have to do that because it changes your chemical balance. The positive attitude, unfortunately, it's very silly, but the positive attitude to this condition gives you the way out. It is like that. That's one of the main important things in the whole list. So because the other stuff is just like addition to the package.